Okay, we're back at GT7 Manufacturers Cup. I am on my third go here. The second attempt was absolutely woeful. The drivers in there were filthy as, got spun twice, so I cracked it and pulled the plug. Came back in a couple of hours and did this race. So as you can see, qualified P7, Hubble in front of me, who I've raced against before. He's a quick, clean driver. So the usual chaos here, but overall wasn't too bad. So out of all that, we got up 2 spots, Hubble and myself respectively. Still very close racing here. As you can see, there's a bit of push and shove and niggle in here. I got pushed out real wide there. Trying to come back on clean, get back on the racing line. Had to tuck in behind Stitchin room. So up front, Mikey was the leader on this race from the get-go, and setting a very good pace. And Hubble's done very well for first lap. P6 to P2. This driver here is very quick, one to watch. So I was stuck here in 6th. All those that first lap scuffle, only got up 1 spot in the end. But felt like I had the measure of this guy, so it's just a matter of time. And again, you don't know who's on mediums and whatever. So we'll have a look at him now. He's on softs. So Hubble's on mediums, he's done very well to get up there. And Mikey's on softs. I think I attempt to move here, which is sometimes a bit fraught with trouble going into this next corner right-hander, but Stitch and tucks in behind, thankfully. So Baggy's gone around there, so we all get elevated a spot. The Ferrari's quite stable. Well, picked up a penalty. Ferrari's quite stable through that braking corner before the hairpin. The Mazda 3 was terrible. It used to swap its end on it all the time. So Waterboy coming a bit hot, pushed Stitchin out, took Wheat Bix with him. You got Noodle, you got Baggy trying to rest. Incinerate, I think, was in one of my earlier races. Mikey's just set the fastest lap there, low 133. So here's this driver I said to watch out for. He's now into P2. He's got past Hubble. I'm there, I've got to deal with my penalty in P4. Luckily Wheat-Bix and Waterboy were slow out of there, so I was able to hang on to that spot. So Waterboy come in pretty hot there. Let Wheat-Bix back through off the over-under deal. Oh, Wheat-Bix got a second penalty. Didn't know that at the time, but that's got to help. Especially if he's holding up Waterboy. So Hubble's not letting Udura get away. So Mikey's lapping in the 133s. Oh, and Hubble loses it. Frantically trying to get it turned around. Where's he going to rejoin? P5, he's pulling over. He's due to the damage. He's not trying to upset anyone else's race. But it looks like he's up and away. He's got Noodle trying to get a draft off him at least. So Noodle gets the job done. So Waterboy's up to P4, myself I'm up to P2. Big gap between me and Uduro. Similar gap up to Mikey. So P1, P2, P3. So very wary of the Cayenne drivers. They were certainly quick in round one. Fortunate enough to have some clear tracks. I'm not having to battle with anyone here. Hubble's still behind Noodle here. So he's just got to get his flow back. Oh, Mikey's lost it big time. He's tagged the wall. So I was lucky enough to get passing. Oh, he's got motor damage as well. So he's limping big time. So Waterboy gobbles him up. Must have been a heavy hit to get that damage. Looks like the damage has disappeared. So I'm trying to stretch out my tyres a little bit longer. My first attempt when I put mediums on in the first race, it was I was able to do similar times. But just looking at my lap times there, it's not too bad in the 133s. Fortunes of Mikey to set the fastest lap, and then next lap he has that massive off. So Waterboy's gone into the pits, Mikey continues on. Wheatpix has gone in as well. So the NXX has exceptional tyre wear. He's going to be able to run the whole race, come in, do one lap, and that's it. So I knew I had Mikey coming up behind me, and I was figuring he would catch me at some point. Noodle's got a penalty. Aussie Knife's in the 135s. Waterboy's put in a pretty good lap there, mid 133s. Sorry, Cashew. Waterboy was, 134s. So Wheatpix is on mediums, another fellow Ferrari driver. A few more coming in for pits now, Mikey being one of them. You can see my front left is pretty worn now. Still doing 134s, or dropped out of the 133s into the low 34s. So at this point, decided to come into the pits, put the medium boots on. This is P3, they come in as well. Waterboy's already been in, he's got a little bit of damage on the back. Mikey's on mediums, getting past there. it done. Let's see what happens through this next corner. It tucks in. So a good turn of speed by Kazu. So my position was retain P2 after the pit stop. You've got Hubble coming in, Waterboy meets the wall. The Supra's looking very twitchy. So 1:33.9 for Hubble, 35.1 for Mikey, 34.29, call it 3. Mikey goes super deep there, Hubble gets up, drag race now. So you would expect Hubble to climb up through the field here, being on softs. Mikey's on mediums. So Hubble gets through. So Hubble's going to be the mover here in the pack. He's was fast at the start of the race on mediums. He's got to be quicker on the softs once he comes to grips with it. So that was one thing I found, was the difference between the tyres didn't really feel too bad. I was probably a little bit cautious on the mediums than what I was on the softs, but felt pretty good. Look, P1's tyres. It's got 2 laps to go. You could do the whole race on them if you had to. So he's got an enormous lead because of the pit stop issue. So I'm watching the Delta split. You can see that Hubble got past Kazu, watching the couple of second gap that I had. Trying to maintain it. So Udura is just done a 1:34.27. See whether I'm making any time on him. Marginally slower. And I'm marginally